guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is kind of an impromptu video. I went to my grandma's house for Christmas today, and she has a couple plants there. That's kind of like the first person I've ever known that has had houseplants. And she has this arrowhead. I know I said in the last video that I only own one arrowhead, but now I have two. I'm not exactly sure what kind of arrowhead plant it is. She has a plant in her bedroom that she's had for, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 years now. And it normally doesn't grow for her. She's never been like, oh, I have a bunch of cuttings, do you want them? Or anything like that. But today, when I was there, I went and checked it out, and it was growing all the way on the floor. She had it wrapped up on itself, as you'll see in the video. And she's like, take some cuttings or I'm going to cut it and throw away. And I was like, oh, don't do that. I want the cuttings. So yeah, so I took a bunch of cuttings, and I just wanted to kind of show you how I'm going to propagate them. So I am at my grandma's for Christmas, and this is her arrowhead plant. And she said, cut it or I'm going to throw it away. So of course, with these mature leaves almost, I said, of course I'll cut it. There's some pink. So let's do it. This cutting is probably 4 foot tall. Plant now. I'm not exactly sure on this variety. Some of these leaves might be a little bleached. There's some pink. Very old plant. Bye guys. I think I cut off 2 vines, and like the longest vine was like 3.5 foot long. So there is quite a big chunk of plant here. Some of it's in better condition than, like, these leaves haven't even completely unfurled yet. They're still kind of curled in on themselves, but it's still been growing new leaves. So yeah, they're pretty good. These leaves are big. And some of the leaves are like all green. Some of the leaves have some white in them. Some of the leaves have some pink in them. I'm not exactly sure what variety of syngonium this is. This leaf has some pink on it. And some white. So I'm not exactly sure what kind of arrowhead this is, like I said, but these leaves here are a little bit more mature. So you can see they're starting to get the 5th leaves, or whatever it's called, the 6th leaf syngonium when they're mature. I'm not sure. But it's starting to develop those extra lobes, so that's cool. Sorry, some of these I had to cut up quite a bit to fit them in the bag, but this one I left pretty long. So this one is quite a long trail. I would say this is probably 2 feet. It has several nodes on it, so that's good. And again, a lot of these leaves haven't finished unfurling, which is kind of odd to me, but I don't know. I don't have syngonium, so I don't know really how they work. This is another mature leaf that has starting to grow those extra leaves. So that's really cool. I know that they won't continue like that if they're from a top cutting. I'll have to wait for them to mature on this specific plant again, but yeah, so I have lots of this plant now. So hopefully I can root them up. Just the leaf and the stem and the node. And then you just stick it in water. I have this here. So it's just a pot that doesn't have a drainage hole. So I'll just stick it in water. Might find a different water vessel for it later. This is all I could find quick. Yeah, so some of these I will leave. So since this is a top cutting where the new growth is coming from, I will leave it like this and just stick the whole thing in water like that. And so for this longer one, it would be cool if I left this whole thing as one plant, which I am not gonna do. I'll probably, let's do the top cutting first. So I will probably see another node here without a leaf. I'm going to cut right below that. So then it'll have two chances to root from. So I'll just stick that in water again. I'll have to find a different vessel, but you get the picture. So just remember to cut in between the nodes. See the stem. This section is very long. You do not need all of this. An inch. And then I can cut some of this excess off. Same with this one. I don't really need it this long. So you can cut some of that off. It's just kind of a waste of space, really. I'm gonna leave as a top cutting as well. This is the one that has the pink and white on it mostly. Lots and lots of leaves. Oh, too, didn't mention this. Scissors. You're gonna want to, before you cut up your plant, you're gonna want to wash it with hot, soapy water. Some of these leaves are pretty wonky, so I don't even know if they're gonna root, but the more leaves they have, the more chances you have to fail, but also the more chances you have to succeed. Isn't that what they say? I don't know. I'm no guru. Okay. Here are most of the big leaves. So this is what you want it to look like. In the water. Can I get that on? Okay. So this, I don't know how much of this is going to actually root. I've never rooted syngonium before, so it's really just a trial and error, but any plant person knows you need the node, not necessarily even the leaf. You can even grow a plant from what they call a wet stick. I'm not really sure where I got that name, but have a higher chance of rotting without a leaf, because the leaf, you know, takes in chlorophyll to grow the plant. We're not doing 5th grade science here, so yeah. But this is it. Hopefully I get some good a good plant out of this. I'm not sure how much of this is going to survive. There always is a chance for loss with propagation. Nothing's 100% guaranteed. I do have... Okay, guys, so I do have a couple small ones that I'll have to find another vase for, but this is them. I will let you know if they all die. Wish me luck. Okay, well, that is it for this video. If you can interact with this video in some way, that really helps me out. And if you made it through this point, you know, you've watched the whole video already, so that really helps me out as well. Wish me luck that I don't kill all these cuttings, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.